Hello students, can you please tell me if my voice is clear and you are able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll wait for 5 minutes for everyone to join and then we'll start our class, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so how are you all after your NLAT? How are things going with CLAT? Are you all ready? Yes, guys, come on. How was your NLAT paper? Come on, we have so many participants. We have Akansha, Anand, Ankita, Anurag, Lakshya, Karman, Khushi. Everyone, please answer. How was
Am
your
I
NLAT
audible, ma'am?
paper for those who took it?
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Ma'am, the paper was fine, but like there was a lot of cheating. That is what we've heard. So it was very unfair to us because we did not do any such things and we did not use any unfair means. So
Okay. I think you should be happy more that you're not that part of the population who cheated in the exam, right? It's
yes,
about
ma'am.
morals and principles, right?
Exactly. And I don't think there was enough time to even go to the internet to even check something.
Don't
Time was
worry,
so less
you
and it
will
was limited.
after you are in NLU, you'll get plenty of like plethora of opportunities to cheat. So don't be down because of that. I'm very happy that you guys like stick on to your morals and ethics and did not cheat because of course it will get you through one paper and definitely not your whole life. So it's very good that you guys did not cheat. Okay, so let's start with our class. I think we have 25, 26 participants. Others will join us. Okay, so okay, I'll share the screen now. Let me know if you guys can see the same or not. Okay, is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So first of all, good afternoon, everyone, and I hope your
Afternoon,
day
ma'am.
is as brighter. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I hope that your day is as bright as it is mine. So, like, of course, everyone has their own battles to win, but again, I hope it is a very good morning for all. So, moving on, as I started my class with a quotation, the life in front of you is far more important than the life behind you. So, I chose this particular quotation so that it's a little bit of motivation for every one of you after the NLAT examination, of course. So, yes, of course, as you are like, I know every one of you is very much intelligent and smart, and you can totally understand the meaning of this quotation that of course what happened has happened and it is in the past, and you should not just like ponder over what happened, and you should always look forward towards life. So starting with today's class, I have few current affairs for you. I hope you are able to answer everyone, each and every one of it, but it's fine if you are not, but I would like you to try. So the first current affair I have before you is which country has launched a campaign against fake information and rumors named Asol Chini or Real Sugar? Can anyone tell me?
Pakistan.
Bangladesh.
Sorry,
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Anyone else, please? You can name like
Ma'am,
any country.
Bangladesh.
It's not a fun. Sorry,
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Okay. Very good. Anyone else with same or different answer?
Bangladesh, ma'am.
Okay.
Bangladesh.
Absolutely right. The answer for the first question is Bangladesh. Okay, now the second question is CDAC is coordinating with which of the renowned institution to develop a robot essentially for spraying pesticides in agricultural fields? May I have the answer, please? I'll tell you it's one of the IITs. Come on, guys.
IIT
There's
Delhi.
IIT Delhi. Okay, we have the first answer. Anyone else? Anyone else? Please come on. At least participate. No matter if you're wrong or right. The right, of course, you'll learn something, and wrong also you'll learn. So come on, guys. Anyone? No one? Okay. So the answer for the one who tried, thank you so much. And the answer for the second question is IIT Kharagpur. Okay, so CDAC is your Center for Development of Advanced Computing, and it has like coordinated with IIT Kharagpur to develop a robot essentially for spraying of pesticides and agricultural fields. Not only this, a particular robot will also like it can examine the plants which have rotten or that have infections on them or pests on them. Of course, it can identify those plants and the further action can be taken. So moving on to the next question. The recent renaming of the railway station after spiritualist Sri Siddharudha Swamiji after a proposal made by the state government. Like which
Hubballi
railway station?
station.
Hubballi station. Okay, very good. Anyone else?
It's Bali railway station.
Hubali
Ma'am,
railway station.
actually,
Okay, very good. Absolutely right for everyone who answered. Yes. Also, there is a like railway museum which has been like planned on this particular railway station. Can anyone tell me where the first railway museum set up?
Chennai.
Chennai. Are you sure?
Gujarat.
Gujarat. Okay.
Gujarat.
Why is it Gujarat, guys?
Ma'am, may I try?
Yeah, of course, please.
Ma'am, I guess it is Delhi. Like I had read somewhere there was the first one was in 1977 in Delhi.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
only in Delhi, and we all have been there, like Chanakyapuri
Okay.
one.
So
Haan,
I would like
Chanakyapuri.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for answering. But I'll leave this question open for everyone to research. Please let me know the answer at the end of the class, okay? We'll ponder upon this question at the end of this class. Moving on to the next question. Which state has launched the platform where patients can avail the services of doctors and specialists at the comfort of their home virtually? Anyone? The question is clear, right, everyone? I hope it's not very confusing or vague.
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra,
Maharashtra,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay, we have the two people answering. Thank you so much for answering. Anyone else who would like to try? Okay, so the answer for this question is not Maharashtra, but it's Nagaland. And the name of the platform that has been launched by the government is Naga Telehealth. Okay, so according to this, like with this platform, you can avail the services of doctors and specialists by staying at your home virtually. Okay. Now, fifth question. ICICI Prudential Life has partnered with which bank to offer insurance products? Anyone?
NSDL Payment Bank.
Okay, very good. We have the first answer. I'm sorry, I did not get your name. Who is this answering?
Ikra.
Okay, very good, Ikra. Very good. Okay, anyone else who would like to try? Okay, no one. So yes, the answer spoken by the Ikra is absolutely right. It's NSDL Payment Bank, where NSDL stands for National Security Depository Limited, and the owner of NSDL is NSE, which is National Stock Exchange. Okay, next question. Indian Railways has launched the second Kisan Rail between which two places? The following railway, like Indian Railways, is launching of the second Kisan Rail is according to the Kisan Rail Yojana, that has been a scheme which has been launched. So, can anyone tell me? At least tell me the state.
Maharashtra to Bihar.
Maharashtra to Bihar. Okay. Anyone
I
else?
guess from Andhra Pradesh to Delhi.
Andhra
Okay.
Pradesh to Delhi, man.
Okay. Okay.
Anandpur to Delhi.
Sorry. Okay, so yes, absolutely right. The second Kisan Rail has been launched between Anandpur, Andhra Pradesh to Adarsh Nagar, Delhi, and it was the first railways which was built from Devlali in Maharashtra to Danapur in Bihar. Okay, the government of which state has reintroduced the Deen Dayal Rasoi scheme for meals to be provided at rupees 10 to the underprivileged people? Anyone?
Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, very good. Can anyone tell me, it is absolutely right. The answer is Madhya Pradesh. Can anyone tell me what was the like amount that was fixed earlier, since the following scheme has been reintroduced? So there was a particular amount which was charged before. So what was the particular amount?
It was rupees 5, I guess.
5 rupees.
Amazing, very good. So yes, it was rupees 5 before, and now it has been uh, it has been doubled, so it is rupees 10. And can you anyone tell me where does Indra Rasoi Yojana is working from?
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan.
Okay, very good. So for everyone to like remember it, that since it's Indra, so of course it is a Congress-led scheme. So you can always like give it a chance to all the Congress-run states. Like one of us is Rajasthan, which is absolutely right. Okay. A report on freelancing in 2020, Ambulance of Opportunities by Pioneer, which country has become the second fastest growing freelance market in the world? Anyone? Anyone? At least give it a try. Like second fastest growing
Japan.
freelance. Sorry,
Japan.
Japan.
India.
Okay. India. Okay. Anyone else?
India, man.
Sorry, I did not get you.
India.
India. Okay, great. Anyone else? Okay, so everyone is right. The second rank has been second fastest growing freelance market is India. And can anyone tell me the first, third, and fourth rank also? Anyone? Give it a try. Okay, no problem. At least you answered the question. Very good. So the first position has been secured by United States. The second, of course, is India. The third one is Pakistan, and the fourth is Ukraine. Okay. So yeah, it is US, India, Pakistan, and Ukraine. Moving on to the next question. A loan of $50 million, a loan of $50 million, sorry, the loan is a typo there, to which country to develop and implement public-private partnership infrastructure projects in which country? Sorry, this question has so much typos, but excuse me. What I mean to say that a loan of $50 million has been given to which country to develop and implement public-private partnership infrastructure projects? So yeah, name the country.
It's
Bangladesh.
Philippines, and the loan is given by Asian Development Bank.
Is it Bangladesh or is Philippines? Because I got two answers.
Bangladesh.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else,
Bangladesh.
guys? Bangladesh. Okay. So yes, absolutely right. You have Bangladesh. $50 million dollar loan has been provided for the development and implementation of PPP infrastructure projects in Bangladesh. Apart from this, you have 10 locomotive engines that have also been given from Indian government to Bangladesh. You have the development and what you say, making of 300-year-old Kali temple, and according to this, the electricity production unit has also been to be set up by Reliance in Industries. So we have 4 things to remember for Bangladesh. So yeah, moving on to the next question. Which organization has for the first time deployed female doctors at forward operating locations in Ladakh?
ITBP.
ITBP, okay.
ITBP.
Okay.
ITBP.
Yes, absolutely right. The answer to the 10th question is IPBP. Very good. Moving on to the next question. When is the Hindi Divas celebrated? Like we recently had this. So anyone can anyone mention the
14th
date?
September.
14
September.
September. Okay.
September. It's
Yesterday.
September.
Okay, very good. So moving on to the next question. Who is appointed as the executive director at World Bank? Anyone?
Rajesh Kullar.
Who is Rajesh Kullar? Anyone? Okay, so he's a Haryana-based IAS officer, and you have the World Bank headquarters located in which, where you have the headquarters of World Bank? Can anyone tell me that?
Geneva.
Then
Geneva. Okay. Anyone
Geneva,
else?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Are you sure?
World Bank.
Give it a try again.
Oh, sorry. Washington,
Oh,
DC. Washington, DC,
World
United
Bank है
States.
World Bank Washington DC में
Sure. Is it Washington DC?
USA.
Yes.
Okay, great. Absolutely right. The World Bank headquarters are at Washington DC.
Washington.
Okay, so as you can see, the next question is the Kashmiri Pandits Mitras Day is celebrated on which day?
14th September.
Okay, anyone else? Guys, please participate. It does not matter if you're wrong or right. Like GK is all about participating. Please participate.
It is in July, I think.
Okay. Okay, guys, come on. I'm waiting for the answers. The Kashmiri Pandit Mitras Day is celebrated on which day? Recently, an Indian celebrity has also taken up the pronouncement of few of his sentences, which I'll tell you. But please let me know about the date.
Ma'am, is it?
13th July.
13 July. Yeah, 13 July. Yeah.
13 July.
Okay. Okay, chalo, at least you all are trying, but the answer is 14th of September, and it is Anupam Kher who has taken on the opportunity to say that it was 39 years ago. A long series of atrocities began on Kashmiri Pandits. A 59-year-old social worker, Sri Tika Lal Tapluji, was murdered by a terrorist in Srinagar, and that is why the 14th of September is observed as Kashmiri Pandit Mitras Day. Okay. The under construction Mughal Museum. I'm on the next question. The under construction Mughal Museum that is to be renamed after Chhatrapati Shivaji is located where?
Agra, UP.
Okay, thank you for answering. Anyone else who would like to try?
Agra.
Okay, great. So yes, the answer is Agra, Uttar Pradesh, and the following museum is to be located near Taj Mahal. So with that, you can always remember that the answer is Agra, Uttar Pradesh. The center has plans, question number 15, the center has plans to develop 7 more bullet trains project are of how much worth approximately?
10 trillion.
Great. Can you tell me what are the proposed destinations, like the main 3 destinations that have been pointed out?
Delhi, Varanasi,
Varanasi, Delhi.
Nagpur, Mumbai, Nagpur.
Okay. And one more is there. Like 2 more are there, but yes. Okay, so no problem. Absolutely right. The answer for this question is 10 trillion, and it is Delhi, from Delhi to Varanasi, Ahmedabad, and Amritsar, from Mumbai to Nagpur and Hyderabad, and from Chennai to Mysuru. ICC has suspended 2 cricketers for breaching anti-corruption code. They are from which country? The 2 cricketers are from which country? Anyone? No one? Come on, guys.
UAE,
Okay, very good.
UK.
UK, okay. UAE, UK, we have got 2 options. Anyone else with the same or different answer? Okay, no problem. So yes, the answer is UAE. Who answered UAE? Please tell me your name.
Vivek Pratap Singh.
Okay, very good, Vivek. You answered right. The country is UAE. Can you tell me, not particularly you, but everyone, can you tell me the name of the cricketers who were suspended? Okay, no problem. It's Amir Hayat and Ashfaq Ahmed.
Amir and
Okay.
Ashfaq.
Yeah, very good, actually. Very good. Now, which Indian IT company has become the first to cross rupees 9 lakh crore in market valuation? Anyone?
Reliance Industries Limited.
Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Reliance.
Reliance, ma'am.
Okay.
Reliance, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Thank you for answering. Now, what all of you did is a very silly mistake, as you did not see the word IT there. Okay. Now, the first Indian IT company I asked, and not the first Indian company. So, the first Indian company is, of
Tata
course, Reliance.
Consultancy.
Exactly. Now, the first IT Indian company is TCS.
Tata Consultancy Service.
Okay. Now, which commodity has been
What's the
prohibited to be
answer?
exported in all forms except those cut, sliced, or broken in powder form by Indian government? Anyone? You all know now what is
Onions.
export and
Onions.
import. Okay, very good. Do you all know what is export and import?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, great. So yes, so onion is the right answer, and the top countries which are the major importer of onion from India are Bangladesh, Malaysia, UAE, and Sri Lanka. Okay, so yes, these are the top 4 countries who import onions from India. Now, yes, moving on to the next question. Which Indian state is to get a 10-seater water taxis starting October?
Kerala.
Anyone?
Kerala,
Kerala.
ma'am.
Kerala.
Amazing, very good. So you guys have been following the news, huh? Very good.
Kerala.
Okay, absolutely right. It is Kerala. Great. Now, which state has decided to give rupees 1,000 stipend per month for Hindu priest facing poverty?
West Bengal.
Okay.
West Bengal.
Okay. Anyways, anyone else who would like to try West Bengal? Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Guys,
ma'am.
who is the Chief Minister of West Bengal?
Mamta Banerjee.
Mamata Banerjee.
Banerjee.
Mamta Banerjee.
Great. Chalo, this is all for the current affairs section. We'll move on to the passages. Wait, give me 1 minute. I'll just share the slide with you all.
बहुत बात करती मैडम व्हाट्सएप पे.
Okay, so is the screen visible, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So anyone who would like to read the passage number 6? Like it's starting, it is 1, but we have the following in order, so it's 6. Yeah. Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, sure, of course.
The Central Industrial Security Force will be observing its 51st Raising Day on March 13th. The main event scheduled to honor the valor and the responsibility of the CISF personnel at the CISF camp in Ghaziabad has been postponed due to COVID-19 outbreak in the nation. The planned celebration was to have a mega parade, martial drill, display and cultural activities involving thousands of troops and their families. Other camps throughout the country have also postponed their celebrations. The CISF Day Parade in Ghaziabad and related events to be held all across the country on March 13 have been postponed in the view of the coronavirus scare, a senior official said. He also added that the further guidelines and instructions would be further issued by the Union Home Minister.
Okay, thank you so much, Iza, for reading out the passage. I hope the passage is
Thank you,
clear to
ma'am.
every one of you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So
Yes,
we'll move
ma'am.
on with the questions. Which among the following would be the responsibility of CISF? You have options: border post of the country, security of heritage monuments, security of tribal region, and security of the sea routes.
Fourth option.
Border post of the country, option A.
Border post of the country.
Border post of the country.
Okay, anyone else?
Security of sea.
Ma'am, security of heritage monuments.
It's
B.
heritage.
Yeah, heritage monuments.
Okay, anyone else?
Security of sea routes.
Security of sea routes. Okay, anyone else? See, I have so many of you participating. For those who are not, please try. It does not matter if you are right or wrong. Of course, we are all here to learn. You learn a few things from me, I learn a few things from you. Come on.
Ma'am, option A.
Okay. So the answer to the first question is 1B, that is security of heritage monuments. Okay. Now, which ministry governs the CISF? Ministry of Home Affairs, External Affairs.
Home Affairs, ma'am.
Ministry of Home Affairs.
Home
Ministry of
Affairs.
Home
Ministry of Home Affairs.
Okay, very good. You all are very well versed with this topic. Amazing. Yes, absolutely right. The answer is Ministry of Home Affairs. Which of the following is a parliamentary force in India? Of India, sorry.
NSG.
Yep.
Assam Rifles.
Okay, I'll still read out the options. You have Assam Rifles, National Security Guard, Shastra Seema Bal, and Central Industrial Security Force. Okay. Anyone?
CISF. D. CISF.
CIS.
DCISF.
CISF D.
Okay, are you guys sure? No other option fits here.
Ma'am, Assam Rifles.
Assam Rifles.
Assam Rifles.
NSG.
Parliamentary NSG.
Okay. No one for Shastra Seema Bal?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I got all the 3 options, so I thought you guys were wanting to go for this also. Okay. CISF or NSG, it's Assam Rifles. Very good. Now, wait a minute. Yeah.
What's the answer?
The answer to the third question is the Assam Rifles.
Okay, ma'am.
Which event led to the raising of Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force, the Kargil War of 1999, Mizo National Front Uprising of 1996, the Sino-Indian War of 1962, and the Siachen War of 1984?
Ma'am, option
The
C.
Sino-Indian War of 1962.
Ma'am, option C.
Option C.
C,
Sino-Indian
okay.
War of
Option
19.
C, the Sino-Indian War of 1962.
Okay, great. Anyone else with any other or different or same answer?
And Sino is China.
Okay, great. So yes, the answer is C, the Sino-Indian War of 1962. Now, which security force is responsible for the security of Delhi Metro? You have Delhi Police, Government Railway Police, Central Industrial Security Force, and Central Reserve Police Force.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
CISF.
Central Industrial
Yes,
Security
ma'am.
Force.
CISF.
Okay. Anyone else?
CISF.
CISF.
Great. How many of you hail from Delhi?
Me.
Okay. Very good. So you like Delhi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, of course you are to like you're saying. So yes. So the answer for question number 5 is Central Industrial Security Force, that is CISF. It is responsible for the security of Delhi Metro. Moving on to the next passage, I would like someone to read and this not be the same person who read the last passage. Please. Anyone?
But may I?
Yes, yes, of course. Please.
In his address to the nation via Man Ki
Via.
Baat, the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, said that the Padma Awards had become people awards. In his monthly Man Ki Baat, he said that this year the government had received 46,000 nominations for the Padma Awards, that is 20 times more than the nominations received in 2014. The President has approved 141 eminent citizens to be honored with Padma Awards. The entire process of Padma Awards had now become online, whereas before 2014, the decision was taken by a few selected members of a committee.
Okay, great. So everyone is understanding the particular passage. Anyone has any problem?
No.
So the first question, the founder of National Law School of India University and the West Bengal National University of Juridical Sciences was posthumously awarded Padma Shri in 2020 for his contribution in the field of public affairs. He is
Ma'am, option
Ma'am,
A.
option A.
Option A,
R.
N.R.
Madhavan.
Madhavan Menon.
okay. Okay. Anyone else who would like to try?
Ma'am, option A.
Option A. Okay, very good. The answer for the particular question is, of course, option A, that is N.R. Madhav Menon. Now, second question. Abhijit Banerjee was born as an Indian citizen who won the Nobel Prize in 2019 in the field of which
Economics.
Economics.
Ma'am, economics.
Okay.
Option B.
Option B.
Okay, great. Yes, absolutely right. The answer is option B. Okay, guys, can you tell me, like, you have International Nobel Prize award winner. It is a minister of one of the country, like Western countries. Can you tell me the name of that person and from where?
B.A. Ahmed.
Sorry?
Ethiopia.
B.A.
Ma'am,
Ahmed.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Abiy
For
Ahmed Khan,
border
I guess.
issue.
Full name. Abiy
Okay.
Ahmed Ali.
Okay, very good. Now, which of the following has won the Padma Vibhushan Award 2020 for sports? MC Mary Kom, sorry, PV Sindhu, Khan Zahir Khan, Bakhtiyar Khan, Onem, I'm so sorry, Onem Bembem Devi. Yeah, okay, so yeah, what do you want to go for?
MC Mary Kom.
MC Mary Kom.
MC Mary Kom.
Okay, yes, so absolutely right. The answer is MC Mary Kom. Who has like there is a biopic on this particular sportswoman, na? Who has played the part on it in it?
Priyanka Chopra.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
Okay, you're telling me
Right,
full
Jonas.
name. Yes, of course. Okay, very good. Now, when were Padma Awards first instituted in India? You have 77, 1977, 1959, 1965, and 1954.
1954.
1954.
1954. Who got in 1954 the first Padma Award? Anyone?
Options.
No, you don't have the options. I'm just asking you because I have you all answered 1954.
I think I forget the name.
No problem. If you don't know, it's okay. I don't know myself. So you and me, we're gonna find it out in the next class for sure. So, which is the highest civilian award in India? You have Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan,
Paramveer
Ashok
Chakra.
Chakra, Paramveer Chakra.
Bharat Ratna.
And
Bharat
Paramveer
Ratna.
Chakra.
No, Bharat Ratna.
Bharat Ratna.
Bharat Ratna.
Paramveer
Ma'am,
Chakra.
Bharat Ratna.
Okay.
Bharat Ratna.
Okay, yes, I heard you. Bharat Ratna. Okay, anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Bharat Ratna.
Bharat Ratna. Okay, so yes, it's Bharat Ratna. That is the highest civilian award in India. Now, next passage. Anyone who would like to read?
Yes, ma'am, may I?
Yes, of course, please.
To benefit from the popular tradition of buying on the occasion of Dhanteras, the government has launched the sixth tranche of the sovereign gold bonds on Monday. According to the statement issued by the finance minister, the government has fixed the issue price of the sovereign gold bond scheme 2019-20 series 6 at rupees 3,835 per gram and kept October 30 as a settlement date. The last date to subscribe would be October 25, that is the day of Dhanteras. To encourage online payment, a further discount of rupees 50 per gram will be offered to investors subscribing online and paying via digital mode. The issue price for online investors has been fixed at rupees 3,785 per gram of gold. With the festival season beginning from Durga Puja, and government has rolled out the previous series 5 of the sovereign gold bond scheme earlier this month.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for helping me out. Okay, now, so the passage is very much clear to everyone. I hope so.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Which organization issues sovereign gold bonds in India? I'm on the first question. You have Metals and Minerals Trading Corporation of India, Metallurgical and Engineering Consultants India Limited, Reserve Bank of India, and Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India.
Reserve Bank of
Ma'am,
India.
RBI.
Ma'am, Reserve Bank of India. RBI.
Okay.
Reserve Bank of India gold के लिए तो नहीं.
Okay. So yes, the answer to the first question is yes, RBI. Yeah. So the answer to the first question, passage 8 is RBI. Now, what is the minimum denomination of gold that can be bought under sovereign gold bonds? 1 gram?
1 gram.
1 gram, ma'am.
1 gram.
I don't know why there is option of only gram written. I guess that is a typo itself. So yeah, now answer to, you are saying 1 gram. Anyone else who would like to answer? Anyone? See, the answer of this particular question can be itself be made out from the passage. For those who are not answering, the rate is fixed at rupees 3,835 per gram. Of course, if the minimum value denomination of gold that is fixed is per gram written there, so obviously 1 gram will be the minimum denomination. If it would have been 3,835 rupees per 10 gram, then the minimum denomination would have been 10 gram. Now, moving on to the third question, what has been incorporated in the electoral bond? Sorry. What has been incorporated in the electoral bond to make sure it does not interrupt in free and fair elections? You have options. The donor cannot choose the name of the party that receives the bond. The donated amount cannot be used in election campaigning. The donors have to donate the bonds anonymously, and the donated amount can be utilized by Election Commission of India. Can only be
Option
utilized by
C.
ECI.
Option C, anonymously.
Option C.
Option C, anonymously.
Ma'am,
Okay.
option C.
C.
Okay. Okay, great. Yes. So the answer to question number 3, that is the donors have to donate the bond anonymously. Can anyone tell me why the same has been done? Like why anonymously? No one? Yeah, it's very simple to keep a check, right? That's it. The answer is that easy. To keep a check. That is why it has been done anonymously. Now, according to the Reserve Bank of India, what threats that does electoral boards pose to Indian economy? Electoral boards can lead to scarcity of currency, can encourage money laundering, undermine the values of Indian democracy, and can lead to favoritism of a certain party. Okay.
Option C.
Yes, ma'am. Option B, encourage money laundering.
B, option B.
Option B, okay.
Option
Money
B.
laundering.
I think option
Ma'am,
C.
option C. Ma'am, option C.
Undermine the values of Indian democracy.
No, not option C.
Okay. Anyone else?
Option D.
Option D, you are saying favoritism.
Ma'am, no,
Okay.
B. No, option B.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Option C.
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 So we have a tie between encouraging money laundering and undermine the values of Indian democracy. Okay, great. No problem. So anyone else who have a different, or like who is going for A and D or B or C, anything?
Ma'am, B.
B.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
great. Now, for those who answered option C, please note it down that whatever the government will do, it will be like what I mean to say, it will be the ongoing problem in the country. Okay, like undermining the values of Indian democracy is an ethical notion given to Indian democracy, and the particular thing is based on the ethics and morals. Okay, so government is not going to, of course the government will make laws and everything for not undermining the values of Indian democracy, but yes, the that will be like on a voluntary system. Okay, now the following thing, that option B is stating, that is encouraging money laundering is something which is a prior concern, okay, and need of the hour, you say. So that way you can not this particular question, but in your exams also when you come, please try and not go for these vague answers. Okay, because undermining the values of Indian democracy, you are not like, you don't even know that if actually like a problem exists like this, but you know that money laundering or scarcity of currency or favoritism of certain party is something what is done. But then again, of course, I would ask you, like, it's my personal view that don't go for vague and what do you say, uncertain answers. Okay, so yes, the answer for question number 4 is B, that is electoral bonds can encourage money laundering. Yeah, now moving on to the next question. Which of the following restrictions have been removed by the introduction of electoral bonds? No citizen can donate to a political party. No private company can donate to a political party. No foreign company can donate to a political party, and no foreign government can donate to a political party. Anyone?
Ma'am, option A.
Okay. Anyone
Ma'am,
else?
option
No.
C.
C.
No foreign
C.
company.
Okay. Sayyid, right?
Option
Yes,
C.
ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, C.
C. Okay. Anyone else who would like to go for the same or different answer? No one? Okay, guys, please participate. I can see so many participants, and you guys, like, everyone is a mute spectator. I haven't heard from Akansha, Nitin, Harsh, Sejal, Dandini, Kajal, Samruddhi. Guys, please answer. Even if you're wrong, it's not like any big issue. Of course, as I said, you learn from me, I learn from you, but you have to like participate in a any interactive session. Okay. So to answer for question number 5, anyone who would like to try from those who have not been answering yet?
Ma'am, I think B.
Okay. So yeah, the answer for this question is C, that is no foreign company can donate to a political party. Okay, this is the new following restrictions which have been removed by the introduction of electoral bonds. Now, the next passage. Anyone who would like to read? For those names I took, please one of you.
Ma'am, I.
Acha, yes, of course. Please.
For non-compliance and non-enforcement of safeguard against terror financing and money laundering, Pakistan has been put on the lower level or blacklist of the Financial Action Task Force Asia Pacific Group (APJ). From August 18 to 2019, the APG met at Canberra, Australia, to discuss a 5-year review of the Mutual Evaluation Report (MER) for Pakistan, China, Hong Kong, Chinese Taipei, the Philippines, Pakistan, and the Solomon Islands are the countries that were under the review in the current session. The Asia Pacific Group is amongst the 9 affiliates of the FATF. Pakistan has found to be non-compliant on 32 out of 40 parameters on money laundering and terror financing by the FATF on the basis of 11 effective parameters on money laundering and terror financing. Terror Pakistan has been placed lowest level, respectively, of its effort in curbing money laundering and terror financing. Pakistan could not convince the 41-member panel to upgrade it on the parameters. The APJ process involved 3 reviews, and the next one will be faced by Pakistan in the month ahead. Pakistan Financial Minister has accepted that they did not fare well and had been placed at follow-up level, but they denied that the APJ process involves blacklisting. The minister also stated that APJ had reviewed the measure only till October 2018. In further review, will make APJ reconsider placing Pakistan on such a low level.
Okay, thank you so much, Sayed, for reading out the passage and making. Okay, so everyone is okay with the passage. Do I need to explain it or read it again? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Just give me a. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, so everyone is okay, well versed with the passage. Everyone is understanding it. Am I not audible? Hello, guys.
Yes,
Please say yes or no,
Ma'am,
so
you're
that I
audible.
know you're there with me. Okay, great.
Audible, ma'am, audible.
Now, which of the following statement is or are correct? The Financial Action Task Force, that is FATF, was established by a group of 7 G7 summit in 1989. It was established to examine and develop measures to combat both money laundering and terrorist financing. You have the options only one, only two, both, and neither. So, yes, which one of the
Ma'am, C, both 1 and 2.
Both 1 and 2, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think both 1 and 2.
Both one.
both 1 and 2 are right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Say both 1 and 2.
Okay. Anyone else who would like to go for different option? Okay. So the answer for this question is 1A. That is only one is right. FATF was established by a group of 7 G7 summit in 1989. The second one is not right, so your answer is only one. Who is the current
sorry.
president?
I'm
Sorry.
sorry,
Ma'am,
but
it has to
it
be
is
2
right.
also.
Okay.
Initially, it was just to combat money
2001.
laundering, but in 2001, it
One.
included terrorist financing also.
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
great. Okay, then I'll update the question. Just give me a link if you can find one. I'll update because as per the provided answer, the answer is only one. That is the first one, G7 summit. But yes, I'll look into this and let you know the answer.
Okay.
Now, second question: who is the current president of Financial Action Task Force? You have Marshall Billing. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce any of this. Okay, there is
Xiangmin Liu.
B.
मैम
Shangmin
बट
Liu.
ये
Okay.
पहले थे प्रेजेंट टाइम
Ma'am,
में
it's
दूसरे हैं
Marcus Plyer now.
Yes, ma'am.
It's Marcus
It's
Pius.
Marcus Plyer.
Ma'am, it's Marcus.
Marcus, are you
यस मैम
saying
1 जुलाई
option
को चेंज हुआ
A?
था
He
Yes,
took
ma'am.
the
Yes,
position
ma'am.
in July only, ma'am, July 2020. So it must
Like
not be
option
updated.
A, right? Okay.
No, ma'am. B.
No, ma'am, it's a different person
मार्कस
altogether.
प्लायर मैम उनका
Option
ऑप्शन ही
में
नहीं
है
है
ही नहीं.
Okay, no problem. I'll give you 30 seconds. Please look it up.
It's Marcus Player.
It's Marcus Player, ma'am.
Marcus
Sure.
Player.
Player.
Okay, no problem. Just look it up. I'm giving you like 30 to 1 minute. Come on, look it up.
इसमें तो ऑप्शन ही नहीं है राइट वाला.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you guys are right. The option given is wrong. It is Marcus Player. Okay, no problem. I'll have this, our editors change this. No problem. Okay. Moving on to the next question. You have got the answer, right? Who is the current president of FATF?
Yes, ma'am.
That is Marcus Blair. Okay, great. No problem. Where is the headquarter of FATF located?
Paris, ma'am.
Paris.
Paris.
France, Paris.
Paris.
Paris? Okay, great. Absolutely right. Now, consider the following statements. Only those countries are included in the blacklist that FATF considers as uncorporative tax havens for terror funding. FATF blacklist countries are known as non-corporative countries on the territories, NCCTs. Which of the following statements are true? You have only one, only two, both, and neither.
2 second.
Second, okay.
MC 1 and 2 both.
Okay.
I think both, ma'am. 1 and 2.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. For those who answered, you are absolutely right. The correct option is C. That is both 1 and 2. So the countries that are included in blacklist that FATF considers as uncorporative tax havens for terror funding, and blacklist countries are known as NCCTs. Great. Now, which countries comes in the gray list? It faces many problems like economic sanctions from international institutions, IMF, World Bank, ADB, etc., and countries. Problem in getting loans from international institutions, IMF, World Bank, ADB, and countries. Which of the above statement is false? Like you have to say which country comes in gray list, and the two problems are given, that is economic sanctions from international institutions and countries, and problem in getting loans from international institutions and countries. You have only one, only two, both, and neither again.
Both, ma'am.
Ma'am, both.
Ma'am, both 1 and 2.
Both.
1 and 2. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, like both.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the answer according to me is neither 1 nor 2. That is, gray list is something different, and this is not like economic sanctions, or both are not included in there. Okay.
No,
I'm
ma'am,
sorry,
it's
but
both.
this is
It's
also
both.
wrong answer.
This is also wrong. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
both, ma'am.
Ma'am, both.
Okay, I'll have this one also looked. So it was question number
5.
second and question number 5th, right? That these two are wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay, no
Then
problem. I'll have this looked.
talking
Okay.
about like which of false.
Sorry.
I mean,
Exactly. The question is which is false. So neither is false because all are true.
Okay, I was just waiting for someone of you to answer this, but again, for those who said that I'll have to look it upon it, I'll surely have someone looked upon it. So yes, so it's question number 2 and question number 5. Great. Now, moving on to the next passage. Anyone who wants to read this, or I should read this? Anyone who would like to try the next passage? Like read the next passage?
Ma'am, 10th one.
Yeah, 10th one.
Ma'am, may I? Since no
Yeah,
one is
sure.
there to
Like
read.
I was waiting for someone who has not been answering. Just give me a minute. Like you have Kritika, Bhakti, Akansha, Sariputra. Sorry, if I'm not pronouncing the name wrong. You have Sejal, Nitin, Samruddhi. Anyone?
Ma'am, I read it
Yakesh?
once.
May I?
Ma'am, I
Okay,
read it
since
once.
okay, great. Since no one wants to, but again, of course, who said? Sorry, I did not see the name.
May I
May
read?
I?
Yes, I would go for Samriddhi if she's asking the same because she hasn't read it once. Yeah, please, Samriddhi, go on.
There are concerns and curiosities all over the world since the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un had vanished from public view 2 weeks ago. It was reported by Chinese government that they had dispatched a team of senior doctors to threat the dictator. According to Reuters, the delegation was led by officials of the Communist Party International Liaisons Department. The department is said to handle relations with the neighbors of China. There are several rumors claiming that Kim has died as the Chinese medical team arrived late to save him. This is also a rumor that claims that the dictator died as the scent went wrong during surgery as the doctor's hands were shaking.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, moving on to the next first question. Kim Jong-un is said to be born in 1982, but South Korean intelligence say that he was born later. The state media mentions 1982 as birth year for political symbolic reasons. Why is 1982 symbolic for North Korea? You have 50 years of independence of North Korea, 70 years of foundation of Workers' Party of Korea, 50 years of birth of his father, Kim Jong-il, and the second supreme leader of North Korea, 70 years of birth of his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, the eternal president of North Korea. Anyone?
Option B.
Can you please be a little loud?
Option B.
B, that is 70 years of foundation of Workers'
No,
Party
ma'am,
of
B.
Korea.
B.
D,
70 years
D,
old.
70 years, okay. Anyone else?
Option D.
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 D, I got it. Okay. Anyone else? For those who are not answering, come on, we have only few passages left. Please participate.
Option D.
Option D, okay. Okay, so yes, the correct answer is absolutely option D. That is 70 years of birth of his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, the eternal president of North Korea. Which country, second question, which country ruled over the Korean peninsula before the Second World War? You have Japan, USA, USSR, and China.
Japan.
Ma'am, C, USSR.
Ma'am, Japan.
USSR.
Japan, okay.
It's Japan, ma'am.
Ma'am, C. Yes, sir.
USSR, okay.
Ma'am, C.
Anyone else? Sorry, I did not hear the last one.
Ma'am,
Can you
C.
please? C, USSR, okay.
Option C.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, Japan.
Japan, okay. So the answer for question number 2 is Japan, option A. So Japan was a country who used to rule over Korean Peninsula before the Second World War. Now, moving on to the third question. Which of the following is not a member of non-aligned movement? Philippines, South Korea, North Korea, and Laos.
Ma'am, South Korea.
South. Okay.
South Korea.
Anyone
Yes,
else?
ma'am, South Korea.
South Korea.
Option B.
Yeah.
Option B. Okay. Anyone else?
Option B.
Option B, South
Option
Korea.
B. Okay. Okay. Anyone else with a different answer? Like A, C, or D? Anyone else? Okay. So the answer for the following question is 3B, that is South Korea. Okay. Now, moving on to the next passage. Kim Jong-un had spent a major part of his childhood in Europe. Which country was it? That is Britain, Russia, Switzerland, and Turkey.
Switzerland.
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 Switzerland. Okay, okay.
Option
Yes, ma'am,
C.
C.
Ma'am, option
Okay.
C.
Any one of you have been to Europe?
No, no.
What?
None? Okay.
Belgium, ma'am.
We have gone to Belgium. Okay,
Yep.
that's a nice place, I know. Okay, great. Now, I have visited Paris, Amsterdam, and Belgium. Yeah. 3.
My sister's working here.
Okay, great. Okay, please, if you ever get a chance, of course, not in COVID pandemic, do visit Europe. It's a beautiful place and a very rich culture. So yes. Now, yes, you are going for option C, that is Switzerland. Okay, great. Now, the answer for this question is absolutely right. It is C, Switzerland. Now, the next question. A policy was initiated by South Korea to develop friendship with North Korea and to attract investors from Europe to invest in North Korea, but it failed. What was this policy known as? You have Open Korea policy, Korean friendship policy, Sunshine policy, and Korea without borders policy. Anyone?
Option C.
Option C.
Sunshine
Sunshine
policy.
Option C, ma'am.
Sunshine policy.
Sunshine policy.
Yeah, sunshine policy.
Option C.
C.
Okay. Anyone else?
C, ma'am.
Option C. Okay. Anyone else who would like to answer? For those who have not even tried once. Okay, so yeah, the answer for question number 5 is option C, that is your sunshine policy. Now, moving on to the next passage. So I'll read on this next passage since you guys have been so helpful and saving me the breath of not reading it, but I'll read this one. So, the Eden Garden of Kolkata, known to be witnessed to many achievements in the history of cricket, is all set to make history on 22nd November, as it will be the host venue for the first ever day-night pink ball test match to be played on Indian soil. The Prime Minister of Bangladesh, that is Sheikh Hasina, along with Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, will grace the match with their presence. The Union Home Minister Amit Shah is also likely to attend the match. The stadium is under renovation and preparations are made to host this historical match between the host nation and Bangladesh. The orders have been placed for the pink balls. Former players of both the countries are also invited as guests. Reserving accommodation in Kolkata during this time is turning out to be tough for the former players as well as cricket enthusiasts from all over the country. Being the most favored time by tourists to visit Kolkata, all 5-star hotels in the limits of the city are booked to their capacity. So the passage is clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, first question is, cricket is a game belonging to club ball category. Which of the following does not belong to this category? You have hockey,
Kabaddi.
kabaddi.
Kabaddi, ma'am.
It's kabaddi, man.
Yeah, B.
Kabaddi, ma'am.
Option B.
Option B. Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, what is this club ball category?
Club ball category, I guess, is a category of the games where the games that are played using a ball are clubbed together and kept it in the club ball category. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
It's a kabaddi.
So yes, answer
Using
please.
some instrument.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone else who would like to answer? I'm still waiting for everyone to try. Okay, so the answer for the first question, as said, is absolutely right. It is 1B, Kabaddi.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you all follow Kabaddi? We have like matches, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Pro Kabaddi,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We do.
Patna Pirates.
Of course. Any fan of any other like states?
Bengal
Yeah, ma'am.
Warriors, ma'am.
Patna, ma'am. Patna Pirates.
Patna Pirates. Okay. Anyone else?
You Mumba.
Ma'am,
You
Delhi
Mumba.
Dabang.
You Mumba.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, the first ever international cricket match was played between which two states? You have England, Australia,
England and
Canada.
Australia.
England and Australia.
England and Australia.
Ma'am, it's US and Canada.
Ma'am, USA and
New
Canada.
York.
USA and Canada. 80-84.
USA and Canada.
1844.
Ma'am, 80-84.
Okay, okay. So I'll still read out the options. First one is England and Australia, England and Canada, USA and Canada, Australia and New Zealand. So you are saying C, that is USA and Canada. I also heard England and Australia. So are you guys still up for that option or you want to go with C?
I mean, England and Australia.
England and
USA.
Australia.
C option.
USA
USA and
and
Canada.
USA and
USA
C.
is all.
Okay, okay. So we'll do
A,
again
ma'am.
50-50 here. So your option A and D are out. So now tell me the answer.
Ma'am, C.
Like,
C.
Ma'am, it's C, USA
C?
and Canada.
Absolutely right. Your
But
answer is option C, that is USA and Canada. How is the pink ball different from traditional red ball used for test matches? The pink ball has different core material than red ball. The pink ball is stitched in a different manner than red ball. The pink ball has a seam of different material than red ball. And the pink ball has different leather than that of red ball.
Ma'am, D,
From
different
option
leather.
D.
Option B.
I think.
Yes, ma'am. Option D.
Stitch.
Option C.
Option C, okay.
Ma'am,
Option D,
option
ma'am,
C.
different leather.
Option B होगा.
Ma'am,
Option
option
B. Stitch in a
Yes, ma'am.
different
B.
manner.
Different.
Okay.
It's the pink ball seam is little upright than the red one.
Okay,
And
who
it's
is it answering?
I
Like
think the
who
color
answered
comes from
option
leather, ma'am.
C?
The pink color.
option C. It's me,
Yes, ma'am.
Rajvardhan.
Option C.
Rajvardhan.
Lacquering.
Okay.
Option C.
Options. Many of you are going for like different leather and right now different leather. Okay, so the answer that I have got here is option C. That is the ball has a seam of different material than the red ball. Now, anyone can tell me what is seam?
The threading of the ball.
Okay. Okay, so put it in a like a better form. I would say it is a line where two pieces of fabric are sewn. Okay, so together in a garment or any other article. So it's a line there. So it the pink ball is different from the traditional red ball because it has a seam of different material than the red ball. So option C is the right answer.
मैम
Yeah.
बट मैंने पढ़ा था कि जो स्टिचेस होती हैं बॉल्स के ऊपर उसके वजह से डिफरेंस होता है इनमें सिर्फ.
So see, seam is actually the same thing. stitches, you can, I am not very sure that stitches could form a different thing, but I am like, the answer given to me is C for different material. The seam is different. So I think the ball, it is, I guess, prepared in half and then it is sewn together, right? So the
Sorry to
seam is
interrupt,
of a
ma'am.
different material. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, the pink ball seam is made of a synthetic material, which is different than the red one. That's the main difference between the two.
Okay. So
Ma'am, the pink ball uses a black thread, while the red ball uses a white thread, basically on the seam.
Oh, it's not the black or red, but it's the material, which is a synthetic material.
Which is black or red?
It's about the material.
Material which they are using.
okay, can you guys tell me, does the color of the thread makes any difference? I am not actually very
No, no.
well versed with these.
No, ma'am, not at all.
No.
It does not matter, no? Like, I
As-
am assuming that it's just a thread, so it could be of red, blue, white,
no.
whatever color. But please,
As
if
they
I'm
are
wrong, you can tell me.
as they are using the synthetic material, so during the course of play, the normal one or the man-made natural one gets rubbed out, but the synthetic one lasts longer, so that they are using the pink synthetic material.
Okay, okay. So, no, one of the students said na, that in other balls, white is used and this one black is used, right? So, can you tell me, is there actually a difference between the color or like the material of the thread? Because I am not aware of this thing. So, can anyone like enlighten me? I'm really like zero in this part of the, like, I don't
The
follow.
the color does not give any favor in improving the performance of the ball, but actually the material which is used makes a difference.
No,
Ma'am,
I
I think
meant to say that the material of the thread, that is, you have cotton thread and you have other sorts of thread, no? So I meant that thing, like, is the like color variance is also depending on the material of the fabric with the thread is made up of. I meant that.
No, generally, as far as I have seen that the synthetic is always the black. The synthetic material is the black one, which is put up on the pink ball.
Mhm. Okay, I guess one of the students, like I guess Ganesh said this, no? That it has black thread and the other one
Yes,
has
ma'am.
red. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for telling me. I actually did not know this. Thank you very much. Now, which country won the Rugby World Cup 2019? You have South Africa, New Zealand, Ireland, and West Indies.
South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Option A.
South Africa, option A. Okay.
Defeating England.
Defeating England. You're going with South Africa defeating England, right? Okay. So yes, yes, absolutely right. I have South Africa as the answer for this question. So yeah, the same. Moving on to the next question. What format of cricket will use the pink ball? First class test matches, first class day-night test matches, one day cricket
First class
international,
day
and
night
women's.
matches.
First class day night test matches.
Option B.
First class day B. Option B.
Option B. Okay, okay, great. Okay, so yeah, anyone else who would like to answer, or shall I say the answer?
Option B.
Option B.
Yes, ma'am. Option B.
You guys do follow cricket, no? I am feeling like I am the only one who does not watches the match, but it's okay. I actually don't. So yeah. So yes, the answer. Anyone else? I'm still waiting. Come on.
Option B. Obviously, option B.
Option B, na? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Option B. No, ma'am. I think you're only not the one who doesn't follow cricket. I also don't follow it.
Cricket
Okay,
is a quasi-religion.
You guys
Ma'am,
are missing on a
basically,
great
like
sport, ma'am.
all the Josephites, they don't really are not interested in cricket.
You
No,
guys
yaar,
are
it's
missing a
not
really
that.
great
I
sport.
am also a Josephite and I did used to watch like cricket,
Ma'am,
especially for
I have so many, like, in our batch, there's no one who really follows cricket. So I'm like, no, we don't follow cricket. As Josephites, we're not like a cricket fan.
Okay. No, I used to follow it till my 12th, but then I went to college and there was no TV facility or so. And I don't think back in 2000, like 15, I even had internet issues where I used to study. So I did not usually see the match. But yes, before that I did. So yeah. Now,
You should
the
start.
sorry.
You should start.
Yes,
Of
ma'am.
course,
You're
of
missing out
course.
Matches
on
are very
something great.
interesting.
Of
Cricket
course,
is
I'll
like a
start.
quasi-religion in India.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Cricket is very interesting.
Ma'am, IPL is coming. It's a great time to start.
When is
Yes,
IPL
ma'am.
starting?
19th, ma'am.
19.
From
19th
19th
September,
September.
ma'am.
From
Then
19th
shit, yaar, I'll
September.
again miss it. I have my
Then
finals.
One
I
more
have to take
question
my
for
finals.
GK.
CSK.
No, no, of course, I will keep it in view, the questions for GK, but I won't be able to follow IPL because I have my finals will be going on. So yeah. Anyways, so
Okay,
yeah.
ma'am.
Fine. But again, I'll keep like you all have to inform me. So please go on with the cricket and every news. Okay. Now, answer for question number 5 is B. That is first class day-night test matches. Okay. So everyone is clear till passage number 11. Anyone has any questions apart from the 2 questions that you pointed out to be wrong? I'll have the editors check that. Anyone else with any problem in the question still?
Ma'am, the fifth one was right.
The 5th one was right. Okay, great. So no, it's for the satisfaction of everyone, na? That for those who understood that it is wrong, I'll have it checked. No problem. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
can we move on to the next passage?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Like, are you all actually enjoying the class or saying it for my like
No, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
moral?
Enjoying the
Yeah, ma'am.
class.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Now, I'll read the passage. Just a minute. Now, World Day Against Trafficking in Persons was observed on 30th July by the United Nations. This day aims to raise awareness of the plight of victims of human trafficking and to protect and promote their rights. Human trafficking is a heinous crime that exploits men, women, and children for various purposes that include forced labor or sex. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime has been collecting information on human trafficking victims from around the world. As per the reports, UNODC recorded more than 225,000 such cases. Various countries are detecting and reporting more victims and convicting the traffickers as per the law of the land. It has to be noted that every country in the world is affected by human trafficking. The countries play a role as a country of origin, transit, and destinations of the victim. The increased number of reported cases can be the result of human traffickers. As per the majority of the reports of reported victims of trafficking are related to sexual exploitation. Around 35% of female victims were trafficked by forced labor. 30th July has been designated as the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons by United Nations General Assembly by adopting Resolution A/RES/68/192. So you guys like understood the passage. It is relating to the trafficking that is being done in its all form, involving all men, women, children. So can there was a movie also. It's starring Scarlett Johansson. Okay, it's Lucy. Yeah. So that is also the starting of the movie. You can see how the drugs were fitted into the stomach, right? Has anyone seen the movie
Ma'am, which movie?
Lucy?
Yeah, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, please see. It's a wonderful movie. Okay, so you'll get more idea. Like it's also relating to the drug that is being used and the 100% using of mind.
100% brain use.
100% using of human brain, but also it stars like the trafficking part is also there. So you can of course like have a look. It's a wonderful movie. Now,
Yes, ma'am, sure.
what was the theme? I'm on the first question. What was the theme of World Day Against Trafficking in Person 2019?
Option A, ma'am.
Option
A.
Government
Option
to
A,
action.
human trafficking, call your government to action.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Option A.
Okay. Anyone else?
Option A, human trafficking, call the
Option
government
A.
to action.
Okay.
Call the government to action.
Absolutely right. The answer to the first question is human trafficking, call your government to action. Very good. Moving on to the next question. Trafficking in human beings or persons is prohibited under which article of Indian Constitution? You have 21 clause 1, 20 clause 1, 22 clause 1 and 23 clause 1.
Option
Article
23 1.
23
Option D, ma'am.
20, Article 23 of 1.
23 clause 1.
23 clause 1, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. 23 clause 1.
23 clause 1. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is 21, 20 and 22?
Right to privacy is 21, but subdivisions are coming.
Right to privacy is 21.
Yeah, then
21, like 20 sub clause 1 is what?
Right to personal liberty.
20 clause 1 is right to personal liberty. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
no.
Anyone
No,
else?
ma'am.
Okay. So 20, the answer for, the answer for question number 2, passage 12 is 23 clause 1, article 23 clause 1 is the one that is relating to prohibition of trafficking in human beings or persons. Okay. Okay, now consider the following statements. Anti-trafficking nodal cell was set up by the Ministry of Home Affairs CS division in 2006 to act as a focal point for communicating various decisions and follow up on actions taken by state government to combat the crime of human trafficking. Prime Minister conducts coordination meetings with the nodal officers of anti-human trafficking units nominated in all states UTs periodically. Which of the statements are true? 1 or 2?
Only one.
Option A, only one.
Only one?
Ma'am, only one.
Only one.
Okay.
Ma'am, only one.
Okay. Anyone else who would like to try?
I guess it may be both 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yes, both one.
I'm sure with one, but not with two.
Okay, no problem. At least you answered. Okay, anyone else? Okay, so the answer for question number 3 is A, that is only one. So only anti-trafficking nodal set was set up in Ministry of Home Affairs is the correct option. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, moving on to the fourth question. Headquarters of UN office, United Nations office on drug and crime is located where? New York, Paris, Rome and Vienna.
Vienna, Austria.
Option D, Vienna.
Ma'am, Austria.
Vienna, Austria.
I'm Vienna.
Okay. Anyone else?
No, wait.
Vienna? Okay. Okay, absolutely right. The answer is Vienna. Very good. Now, consider the following statements. Global plan of action to combat trafficking in persons. The plan calls for integrating the fight against human trafficking into the UN's broader programs in order to boost development and strengthen security worldwide. One of the crucial provisions in the plan is the establishment of UN voluntary trust funds for victims of trafficking, especially women and children. Which of the following statement is true? Anyone?
Ma'am, both 1 and 2.
Okay, who is this answering?
It's option C, both 1 and 2.
Okay, can you please call out your name? Sorry.
Yes, it's option
My
C,
name is
ma'am.
Padmini.
Okay, Padmini, thank you so much. Yes. Anyone else?
Ma'am, option C.
Option C. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so yes, the answer for the following question is 5C. That is both 1 and 2 are right. True, sorry. Okay, moving on to the last passage of today. Please, guys, participate for all those who have not yet answered even once. Please participate. This is the last passage of today. So, the manner in which the allegations. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone who wants to read?
May I, ma'am?
May I?
May
Sorry, there are two of them. Okay, Nitin, come on. Yes, you read.
the manner in which the allegation of sexual harassment on former Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, by the former employee of the court was delayed in a way that raised many questions throughout the nation. Under the law related to sexual harassment at workplace, there is an initial inquiry committee to look
Internal
into
inquiry
the
committee.
matter. Okay, the Supreme Court also has an internal subcommittee under its why. The charges are perfectly fixed that domain of internal inquiry and investigation. There is also a well-defined in-house procedure to inquiry, examine, and solve the complaints against judicial
It's
peers
okay.
within the court examine the allegation and evidence, whereas this case was taken touching upon the independence of the judiciary. A special bench was constituted by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi himself, the accused, Justice Arjun Mishra, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, and CJ Ranjan Gogoi comprised the bench. The decision to hold a open court hearing was highly questionable, and the accused being on the bench of justice is indeed unprecedented. Okay,
Unprecedented. Okay.
unprecedented. Okay. Subcommittee under its there is a separate in-house procedure to deal with the complaint against judges under which their judicial peers and not outsider will examine them. It is not known if the complaint will be probed under an internal process, but it is clear that the CJ ought not to have proceeded over the special bench that took up the matter that concerned himself. The onslaught on the complaints credibility and the reference made to here alleged the crime record when she was not a party to the proceeding are deplorable.
Okay, thank you so much. Everyone is clear with the passage? Do I need to explain it? Hello?
No, ma'am, no need to explain it.
Okay, you got
It's
it right?
clear,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
It's clear.
Now, first question. Apart from being the first CGI to face sexual harassment allegations, Ranjan Gogoi holds a distinction in which area? You have longest serving CGI, first CGI to introduce system of e-courts in India, and first CGI from Northeast, and first to supersede two senior Supreme Court's judges to the post of CGI.
My
Yes.
option C.
Option D.
C.
Ma'am, option D.
C.
D.
First
Okay.
two senior Supreme Court judges to the post of CGI.
Okay. Are you sure about this? Option D.
Yes, ma'am, I think it's option D.
Okay, no problem. Anyone else with a different or same answer?
Ma'am, actually, Ranjan Gogoi comes from the northeastern state, Assam.
Okay. So you are saying it's option C, right?
Not D is also compared right.
It's
Sorry?
option C, ma'am.
Option C.
CGI
Okay.
from the northeast.
Okay. So
I'm a bit
yes,
confused in option C and
no problem, no problem. The first answer, the answer for first question is that he is the first CGI from Northeast. Now, which law has been redacted with Y in the passage up? First, see the options, then I'll move. I'll bring the passage, and you can read it again and answer this question.
Ma'am,
Yeah, sorry.
second question answer maybe first A, genders.
Okay, no problem. Just let me read out the question. I'll move on to the passage again. The first option is gender sensitization and sexual harassment of women at Supreme Court, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Guidelines 2015, Supreme Court Bar Association Rules, Vishaka Guidelines and POSCO Act. Now, moving this is the passage. I'll read it out again. The Supreme Court also has an internal subcommittee under its Y. Now, the second reference to this Y is subcommittee under its Y. Now, can you see the reference? Now, I'll move on to the question again. Now, tell me what is the answer, like A, B, C, or D?
C, option C.
C, okay. Anyone else?
I think it's A,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
option D.
D,
I think it's
okay. Anyone
option
else?
D.
D, okay.
Option A.
I
Ma'am,
think option
option
A.
D.
Can you give a brief about POSCO Act?
See,
Option
POSCO
A.
Act is, okay, I'll give it, just
Often
let everyone answer. Okay, please, yes, come on.
POSCO is sexual against crime child.
No, just give me the answer to this question. I'll explain what POSCO is. Please.
Okay.
Hmm.
A, I think A.
A?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Anyone else with the same or different answer?
A, ma'am.
A. Okay. Yes, the answer is absolutely right. You have gender sensitization and sexual harassment of women at Supreme Court Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Guidelines 2015. Now, what is POSCO Act? POSCO Act is basically deals with the sexual offenses. Okay, to stop the sexual offenders from prying over the children specifically. Okay, this act was brought on to reduce the sexual activities that was taking place, that is taking place even now, but it is something now to stop the same from happening with small children. Okay, see, of course I believe that it is not a fault of child that they are being treated this way anytime. Okay, it does not matter. I don't believe it's a matter of whose fault it is. It is about just about the mentality, the person who is doing the following thing. So POSCO is a very strict legislation, and as said, it was a very special act that was brought on to consider and strictly, like without even, like even if rape cases under your IPC and any other thing, you have you, of course you don't have a warning, but then again when like FIR is launched for such eve teasing or things like that, sexual touching or showing off intimidating scenes or anything else, photographs, taking pictures and everything. So what happens is that, of course, a warning is also generated. Okay, but here in POSCO Act, this warning part is removed. That is, the guidelines are so strict and they are so stringent and so focused to what do you say, to punish the wrongdoer. Okay, because no child, it is believed that no child should be subjected to anything as heinous as this crime. His whole, her or his whole childhood is wasted, or what you say is traumatized or shocked. So children should not be subjected to these kind of activities. So in order to stop or minimize the sexual offenses taking place with children, POSCO Act was initiated. So I hope I'm clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone who would like to add on anything to this, whatever I said, like, you're most welcome, please. Anyone? Okay, no problem. Moving on to the next question. By presiding over the special bench, the CGI violated which tenet of law? Your first option
What's the
is
answer of second?
second is A, that is gender sensitization and sexual harassment of women at Supreme Court, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Guidelines 2015.
Okay, ma'am.
So your third question is, by presiding over special bench, the CGI violated which tenet of law? You have be you ever so high, the law is above you. No person shall be the judge in his own cause. No person shall be tried twice for the same offense, and no person shall be required to incriminate themselves. Okay, now the
Ma'am, I
answer
think
to this
option
question.
Ma'am, option B or option
Option
B?
A.
Option B.
I think it's
Option B, ma'am.
option
Ma'am,
A, I think.
option A.
Option A. Do you want to read the passage again?
I think
Because
it's B, ma'am.
I somehow feel that it is related to that.
Option B.
Option B.
Option B.
Option B or C? B or D is relatable.
B or D is relatable. Okay, no problem. Okay, just let me check on the passage
Ma'am,
once.
please scroll up to the passage.
C. Okay, yes. Can you see the passage?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so can you read the passage, guys? So can you see here a line, from the top it is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line. A special bench was constituted by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi himself, the accused. So from here what we can understand is that the Chief Justice of India is himself a judge in his own cause. So option number B can be said to be the answer of this question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You agree with me, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so you
ma'am.
understood this
Yes,
question
ma'am.
now? Option B is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, according to the Indian Evidence, I'm on the fourth question. According to the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the following cannot be admissible as evidence as in a court. Testimony as to the character of rape victim, testimony as to the character of accused, both of the above and none of the above.
I think
Option D, none of the above.
None of the above.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. None of the above. Option D.
Yes, ma'am. None of the above.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me one thing. Since anyone else who would like to answer, or should I I have some explaining to do. So do you want to answer? Anyone?
Ma'am, none of the above.
Ma'am, I think B.
B. Okay.
ma'am,
Ma'am, I
Anyone
think
else?
A.
letter A.
A.
A,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, great. Now tell me one thing. If tomorrow a girl named XYZ has been she is a victim of rape, and thereafter the case goes to the lower court, the higher court, and the ever higher court. So what do you want that if even if let's say the girl is a prostitute, okay? Now do you think that only because her profession is prostitution or that anything else, should her character be subjected in the court before for giving the pronouncement of the judgment? Do you think so?
No.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
No, of course not.
No,
Her
ma'am.
profession should never be criteria for pronouncing of the judgment. Whereas even if the girl is a prostitution, it does not matter that a rape happen. A rape should be happening to her. Okay, right. So for this, the answer that I have is option A. Testimony as to the character of rape victim. It is not admissible as an evidence in the court of law. The same is because of the same example as I told you, that the profession of the person is not to be considered as a character, as a testimony to the character of the rape victim. Similarly, as the prostitution should not be the judging criteria of a rape victim. Is it clear, guys?
Ma'am, but the question is asking about who cannot be admissible.
Yeah, the following cannot be admissible. So of course, the character of a rape victim is not admissible as evidence in the court of law. How can you say that because she is a prostitute, her like should be raped? This is a very wrong notion, no? But the character of the accused can be given up. That he has a following, what do you say? He has a story. He has always been seen to be conducting uh, offenses like this and indulging in all these activities. So of course the testimony of the accused can be brought up, but the testimony of the rape victim is beyond the question and it is not admissible as evidence in the court of law. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The matter was tried even though the complaint was not attending proceedings. This is known as in camera, suo motu, inter alia, and ex parte.
In camera.
In camera, ma'am.
In camera.
Option A.
Option A, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Option A.
Ma'am, option D.
Option D. Okay. A, D. Okay. Anyone else? What is in camera proceedings? Can anyone tell me?
Ma'am, in camera is like in a room which is enclosed, like no public can witness the wordings or the
Only
judgment.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, we
And
can
what
say
is
a
suo
band
motu?
camera.
Okay, I got what you meant by closed room. Okay. Now, what is suo motu?
The court taking the action case against or on the
Taking
court.
cognizance, ma'am.
On its own, right? Suo motu
Yes,
is
ma'am.
on
its own
Okay.
motion.
Taking cognizance
Now,
on its own.
I would like one of you to please read the question again. Anyone, please.
The matter was tried even though the complainant was not attending proceedings.
See, exactly. It is not talking about public. It is not talking about court taking the action itself. It is talking about the complainant. Okay. Like, for example, I am one party and let's say Padmini is one of the party. So I am the complainant and she is the other party. Now, what is going on? The court has given a particular date for hearing. Okay. Now, what is happening is Padmini is there present there in the court and I am not there. Even though being a complainant, I am not present at the court attending the proceedings. Okay. Now, the matter, even though if tried, okay, even if the complainant is not there, it is known as ex parte. Ex parte means even if one of the party is not in the court, the matter is still being adjudicated. The matter is still being going on. The matter is still taken up by the taken up in cognizance by the judges. The judges are still pronouncing the judgment even though in the absence of the other party. So it is known as ex parte. So here the question is, the matter was tried even though the complainant was not attending proceeding. So in camera is not in a question now because the proceedings is happening. There is nowhere mentioned in the question that the proceeding is happening in a closed room with no public, or the matter is being taken up by the court on its own. Yeah, inter alia is also not there. So what the answer will be here is ex parte, that even in the absence of one of the parties, the court has been, the matter has been tried and it has been decided or not, that is something else, or given a later date is something else. But here the matter was tried is written. So matter is tried even though the complainant was not attending proceedings. So the answer is ex parte. Is it okay? Did you all able to understand it? Like,
Yes,
are you all
ma'am.
able to understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now don't make a mistake in camera, suo motu or ex parte, please. These are completely different things. See, the court, you might have seen that courts take suo motu action, right? Suo motu cognizance is taken by the court. So what is the court is what the court is doing? It is taking the action on a particular matter on its own. Like, even though no one has complained, no one has went on to file an FIR or whatever. Like, for an example, you can say, to remember this particular point more clearly, is that just imagine a judge is going on a road and there is a hit and run case. So what the judge can do, he can take a suo motu action against it, okay, on his
Ma'am,
own. Yes,
ma'am,
please.
like this Prashant Bhushan case.
Yeah, you can say in man, like if you are certain about it. Can you tell me like a brief about it so I can give you the proper thing?
Ma'am, so he tweeted something about the current Chief Justice of India,
Yes.
and then the Chief Justice of India took action against him.
Tweeted about ex-Chief Justice of India.
Oh yeah, sorry, excuse. Yeah, right.
Ma'am,
See,
it's a small case.
yeah. So
It was Visakhapatnam gas leakage case.
I am not able to hear you. Can you please be a little loud?
Visakhapatnam gas leakage case. It will be steam motor case. Vasi gas leakage.
Yes. Yes, I got Visakhapatnam gas leak case. Na? Okay, yes. See, it is basically where the court takes an action. You cannot say like a contempt proceeding. Yes, contempt is in also suo motu action that is taken, which is equivalent to what Prashant Bhushan case was referring to. Vishakha gas case. Can you again give me the brief of the case so that I know what happened?
Ma'am, there is a strict liability or absolute liability.
Yes, that comes under.
Into,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I'm asking if anyone complained or did you come up with on your own that the court took suo motu action or the complaint was launched? That is what I'm asking to say. I am meaning to ask.
And the resident of Vishaka launched a complaint.
Yeah, so it is not suo motu, na? See then, because the case has been again launched. If a case has been filed. So this is what I particularly wanted to hear. Because see, in Prashant Bhushan case, as said by the student, and what happened is that he tweeted something, and the court took cognizance over the matter on its own, even without the complaint. So wherever a complaint is there, that is not suo motu. But wherever there is no complaint and the court is taking action upon the same on its own, that is suo motu basically. The basic meaning of suo motu is on its own. Okay, just remember these three words whenever it comes in relation to suo motu, because suo motu is on its own. The judges take action on I'm so sorry. Like they take actions on their own. They don't wait for a particular complaint to be lodged or anything else. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
please clear me with inter alia.
Sorry.
Ma'am, please clear me with inter alia.
Okay. What do you understand by inter alia? Please tell me that first. Anyone else? Not.
Ma'am, among other things.
Okay. Anyone else who would like to give a little detailed meaning of inter alia? Okay, so as said that it means among other things. Absolutely right. So what is inter alia? Like for like what I can give you an example is let's say I would say that the court took suo motu action on Prashant Bhushan case inter alia. Let's say Visakhapatnam gas leak case or Bhopal gas tragedy, for example. So inter alia means among Visakhapatnam and Bhopal thing that happened, and the court took action upon the same. The court also took a suo motu action, like on its own action on the Prashant Bhushan case. So you got the framing how it is happening, right? Inter alia basically means among other things, as it has been said by one of the students. It is exactly right. So inter alia is among other things, like this is happening, and among this particular thing is also happening. So we use inter alia there. So in camera, suo motu, inter alia, and ex parte are all these four phrases clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So okay, let me stop sharing this.
And what is the final answer of this fifth one then?
Sorry, the fifth answer is B. Ex parte.
Ex parte.
Yeah, it is ex parte. Yeah, D, ex parte. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear with the passages and the answers. I hope I hope no one has any problem.
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. Anyone else?
No, ma'am, no doubt, all clear.
All clear. Anyone has any query, any answer regarding anything else? Have you all taken the mocks that are going to be released today?
I'm about to.
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Please take the same, and it is just for your what do you say, practice. Of course, it will give you an insight on how things are going to be happening, and it will of course be a exercise for you all. Okay, please don't
Ma'am, do you have any idea about the like debate going on reservation nowadays? They are like that Maratha reservation category is gonna to like they are gonna to destroy it, and no SCBC reserved category for student as well as for employees.
see, I would not like to comment on the ongoing debate about reservations and everything. I don't think that I am in that position to know. Also, I am not very well versed with the situation, so saying anything would be a little problematic for flat shots. So I would rather stay moved to that topic, okay? Because I actually have no idea about it. But sure, if I can read upon it, I'll give you an answer in the next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Anyone else? Guys, to bring it to your notice, the following CLAT mocks that we are going to release from today, the same will not be made available. So I would say you all to hurry up and please subscribe to the course and make full use of it, because earlier as we released the NLAT mocks, that was because of the paucity of time, you say, or for the benefit of everyone, that were released. But then also if it is released, you don't get to attend the, you don't get to like experience the aura of examination. You just are there reading a PDF material, so it's not right to just read a PDF material. Instead, practice it, get an all India rank, know your grades, know where you stand, because it's very important to know that. Okay, so anything else, guys, apart from this? Any query regarding the mock? Anything else?
Ma'am, what would be a good score?
What would be what? Sorry.
A good score in the mocks?
See, everything depends on the question. First, I would say that, because there are various sets prepared, no, in CLAT, set A, set B, set C, set D, right? So it depends upon the question. Now, what is a good score? I would say it depends again on the like how students are participating there. I could see in today's class, many of you, many of you were able to answer the questions, right? And with the correct answer, not I am not telling about the trying people, but yes, many of you were able to answer the correct question. So that is happening because you know the answer. And similarly, for if I have to rate this, I would say the average would go very high, right? The score would go very high. So similarly, it depends upon the question and how people are answering. So I guess after the first mock is released today, I want every one of you to participate. It will not only give you an insight of where you stand, but it is also a practice thing for your for your CLAT. I recently got to know from a student that few of the GK questions that were asked in NLAT mocks are also came in the first slot of NLAT examination. So let's say that it gives you an idea of how things are going to be, and how you can again, in one of the questions that I put on, did you see the difference? You went from answering on the basis of morality rather than what the actual problem is. So these type of things are actually helpful when you go for mock. Okay, so for all those who have not yet taken it, please go subscribe it and give the best of it. Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so that's all from my side, guys. Anyone has any query, any questions? Okay, no problem. Chalo. Okay, guys. See you in next class. And please subscribe to the course. Give CLAT. Give score good and get in your LU. Okay. Chalo. Bye bye, guys. Have a great day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.